for Joseph's sake. What does it mean to be blessed of the Lord? To be blessed of the Lord means things work for you. To be blessed of the Lord means money is coming your direction. It means you got the fattest cows around. It means you got the best wife. Your kids are an example. People say, man, I wish I could have kids like they have.
Yes.
How do I know? Because that's what the blessing of the Lord is all about. Obed-Edom had the Ark of the Covenant come to his place, and it was living there. And it says later on, Obed-Edom wasn't even necessarily a believer. But the Ark of the Covenant ended up at his house, and all of a sudden they noticed how Obed-Edom was being blessed. And they said, we got to get the Ark back to Jerusalem where it belongs. And Obed-Edom says, if the Ark's going to Jerusalem, so am I. So they moved the Ark, and Obed-Edom says, I'll watch it. He knew what the blessing was about. All of a sudden the neighbors are going, how come your wife is always happy? I'm such a good man.
Amen.
We're living under the blessing. Come on, raise your expectations.
Come on.
How come your kids are also obedient? How come your cows are also fat and having twins and everybody else's cows aren't even having babies? Blessing, blessing, blessing. How come your car isn't breaking down? How come your shingles aren't being wore out? How come blessing?
Yes.
It's the blessing. How come your fridge is 50 years old and still running because my husband's a cheapskate? No. This is blessing. The nation of Israel walked 40 years in the desert and their shoes didn't even wear out.
Oh, dear.
Come on, girls. Start believing for the blessing. Your husbands are. It's the blessing. See, when we take our place, the world is going to start getting the picture. We can be blessed if we start blessing those people.
Yes.
We want to be part of what those people are doing because we need that blessing. You know, the church says this is what they would like. Well, we don't want to argue with the church. So that the church had better be able to do this because our community needs to be blessed. Walmart wants to move into Winkler. Oh, it happened. But they had to sign a contract not to be open Sundays. Why? Because you don't want to tick off the churches.
That's right. Those people are
They
keeping us
know.
out there.
They know. Why can't the church ever catch a hold of this concept? Bless the church and be blessed.
Yes.
I also heard not that long ago, whether it's truth or not, I don't know, it's rumor, that Walmart is planning on expanding and building a bigger store. In Winkler, they can't be open Sundays. They don't have to be open Sundays.
That's right.
They're blessed because they're blessing God's people. We've had guest ministers that have come down, and they said, oh, after I was church Sunday, oh, we'll just stop in a Walmart quickly, we've got to pick up something. I said, well, not today, we won't. Well, why not? It's Sunday. Huh? Well, it's Sunday. Walmart is closed Sunday in Winkler. Oh, we'll go to the superstore. Well, no, it's closed Sunday.
No, what?
Well, how? They never close.
Yeah.
Well, they do. Yeah. When the church puts the pressure on, it will. Now, will it stay that way? I pray it will. How else would you all go to Winnipeg shopping on Sundays? That was low key.
Added that part.
Let's just move on. So we will influence others for Jesus as people are drawn to the glory of God that will be manifest in our lives. Now, if we're just some old mean grouch, nobody's going to be gone from it. If you're the neighbor that's complaining because the neighbor got one blade of grass on your lawn when he was mowing, it's not attracting you. If you are complaining, looking like you've been drinking vinegar for breakfast, you're not going to be attracting people to the gospel. If we are consistently sad and depressed, people are going to stay away from us. People don't want to be with the downer. If all you can do is complain and be negative and spew negativity out of your mouth, you're going to find yourself lonely. Why? You're blessed to be a blessing. So start blessing the others. Move on. If, however, we are full of God's love, if we are kind and patient instead of prideful, people are going to be attracted to the glory. Now, years ago, I heard how to impact the life of unbelievers. So the best way to influence people who are outside of the covenant is to treat them just like they believe everything you believe. So when you meet somebody, talk to them in the same way with the things of God as you would anybody else. Oh, what if they're not Christian? So? Don't want to be. I can remember at one point I was thinking of starting a business in another community. And the lady that was going to rent me the spot was a Jehovah's Witness lady. I talked to her as though she was born again, baptized in the Holy Ghost Christian. Oh, well, since I started serving Jehovah, you know, my life just isn't as much fun anymore. Huh? Yeah, well, all these things I just can't do, now I can't this, now I can't that. I thought, boy, there's a real selling feature for your religion. That would make me want to sign up, not. When I started talking about the things of the Lord, the joy of the Lord, about the things that were happening, and how God was good, and all of a sudden, you could tell she was starting to draw. I had another customer that was a Jehovah's Witness. She came from Walhalla. She used to come in and get her hair done regularly. And I started talking about the things of the Lord. First while, she says, well, what's the name of your God? And I said, Jehovah. I wasn't lying. My God's called Jehovah.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Checked in the Bible, the Hebrew, it's Jehovah. Oh, okay. So we start talking about serving Jehovah. Paul says, be all things to all men. So I started talking about serving Jehovah and how good it was and the things that were happening. And I was just showing, you know, I pray, but he doesn't talk to me like he does to you. Yes, he can. Well, how? I said, just come to him in the name of Jesus. Well, what do? I said, you just say, Jesus, I need you to forgive my sins. And I need you to open the way so that I can talk to the Father. Next time she came in, she said, you know, I did what you said last time. I said, did what? She said, I asked Jesus to forgive my sins so that I could talk to the Father properly. And my husband says something has changed in me. Yeah, it has. It's life instead of death now.
Right.
She says, what should I do now? I said, go down to the Bible bookshop and get yourself a decent Bible. Easiest person that ever came to the Lord. Next time she came back, she said, well, I don't know what kind. There are so many Bibles. What should I get? I get, well, something you can read. Next time she came back and she picked up an NIV Bible. This is good. So she was reading it. She said, you know, I'm finding out so much. But she said, I was praying, and I said to God, I need somebody that can teach me more regularly. And she said, this lady came down, and a neighbor, she came and knocked on my door all of a sudden. She said, you know, I've been wanting to introduce myself. I said, no, really? She goes, yeah. She goes to, I don't know, it's a Four-Square church or something. That's the Four-Square gospel. Yeah, Four-Square gospel, that's it. What's that about? I said, yeah, listen to what she has to say. Oh. So she got born again. Four-Square is Pentecostal. Ended up receiving the baptism of the Holy Ghost. Ended up living. Well, yeah. Why? Because God talks to us. I had another customer, very involved in church, kids, church teacher, the whole